Funding your retirement is one of your D.C. Daily headlines for August the 14th. Breaking overnight, more federal agents on the streets of D.C. President Trump's takeover of the Capitol now includes street checkpoints, National Guard troops, FBI agents, and Homeland Security. Now, because D.C. is a federal district and not a state, U.S. presidents do have the legal right to take over D.C. law enforcement. But the president told reporters on Wednesday that his takeover can extend beyond 30 days if he declares a national emergency. But the law states the president's takeover can only extend past 30 days with congressional approval. President Trump can cut billions of dollars in foreign aid. That is the ruling from a federal appeals court. That court overturning a lower court ruling blocking the cuts. Now, the court didn't rule on whether the cuts themselves are constitutional or not. The judge's ruling only that the nonprofits that sued didn't have the right to bring that case. Today marks the 90th anniversary of Social Security. President Trump will issue a presidential proclamation to mark the day as he faces criticism for cutting the Social Security Administration and the president's budget bill, which will negatively impact the program. The fund is expected to be insolvent in just 8 years if Congress does nothing to address the fund's shortfall. Benefits would then be cut by 23% in 2033, doubling the poverty rate for senior citizens. For the first time in 10 years, Russia's President Putin will be in the United States. He will be meeting with President Trump to talk about a possible ceasefire in Ukraine.
Let's bring in Lucas Tomlinson this morning. He's live in D.C. Lucas, tensions are rising, though.
There are. Good morning, Sally and Lena. We've just learned there'll be a press conference tomorrow in Anchorage between President Trump and President Putin after those talks take place. And the question going into the summit, of course, is whether these talks will lead to a peace deal. It's been 3.5 years since Moscow launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine, and Putin so far has shown no signs of ending the war.
Russian soldiers continue their offensive in eastern Ukraine, capturing 2 more settlements in the Donetsk region. Ukraine striking back, hitting an oil station in Russia. This as President Trump, just 1 day away from what he hopes will mark a turning point in the war, issued a new warning to his Russian counterpart should their meeting end without a ceasefire.
There will be, I don't have to say, there will be very severe consequences, yes.
European leaders on a call with Trump, including Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, urging the U.S. not to make any peace deal without a ceasefire first and with Ukraine at the table.
There can be no negotiations about Ukraine without Ukraine. And that's been a long-standing principle of this group.
Trump says if his meeting with Putin goes well in Alaska, there could be another very soon.
I would like to do it almost immediately, and we'll have a quick second meeting between President Putin and President Zelensky and myself if they'd like to have me there.
Vice President J.D. Vance, visiting American troops in the U.K., talked about what it would mean to end the war.
We are going to make it our mission as an administration to bring peace to Europe once again.
Now, as part of any peace deal, Zelensky says he wants to see the return of tens of thousands of Ukrainian children that he says Russian soldiers have abducted from his country over the course of the war, ladies.
Wow, that's daunting. Okay, thank you.
Let that sink in.
Yes. Okay, so very big meeting tomorrow. Thank you. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, ladies.